All that hard work.
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, else won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, but it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that, and I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No, it's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I want it
I'm sure she'd like that.
back in the north. Families would always make gifts when I'll let the little tykes know.
So?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if...
Is there anything I can... All right then.
A good luck charm, but not...
Not just any.
No. One made from the... There's nought lucky in all the realm, or... Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call.
You're a good friend, Clive.
Ah, Clive, my boy.
Harpocrates. I've been charged with locating a...
Then you seek a rare gem, one whose name I hadn't...
Right as always, but she didn't seem keen to tell me very much.
And yet I gather it didn't. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining, I fear she asks the impossible. The
executors.
Coveters of a clandestine organization committed to the collection, one such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does a tale which could overturn the established order, or so rumor has it.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why? Secrecy. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to see
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
by the hand of the executors.
But what drives them? Self-interest or...
Fine question. Sadly, all that is... You may just as soon ask me of their origins.
Then my hunt was doomed from... What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars, but rather less so across the strait. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the sky, but though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that if you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library.
Very well. I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Knowledge hoarded is not. What subject shall we consider today?
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me.
Oh,
A silver chocobo.
or maybe not. Though there was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, clean near some gutted hovel. Not most took him for.
We'll see.
Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
How do? You've the look of a man who could...
I'm looking for a
If that's the case, no one has seen us. Word is, they were all hunted for their feather. If any are still out there...
You're probably right.
We've got a few rooms going spare night.
Oh, this guy can fuck right off.
Look, Daddy. Shiny sofa.
Can I help you with...
You wouldn't happen to sell them.
I deal in fruit.
But if it's fancies you're after...
Was a silver chocobo seen them?
Oh, yes. If you believe the raven.
It wouldn't be the first. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here... Let's go. Faster!
Can hardly make it.
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change. More tracks. The chocobo was here. I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gareth before they change them.
It was no trouble.
Clive, you back? How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the...
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear...
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before. They'll find a new home. After all, that's what us and... Anyway, what matters is, and now all that's left is to
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife, and that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest...
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself.
Me lord.
How are you feeling?
Well, Is...
Wrong? No.
Go on. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hide. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him... Oh, I hope you like it.
I thank you, me lords.
If there's anything you need.
I will.
Fancy a swift off.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.